What's up, YouTube? This your boy bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I will give you guys my WWE Raw review and highlights. So, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Let's get started on Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was a boring show, and I give it a 3. That's all I gotta say from here. So, Monday Night Raw was live from San Antonio, Texas, and that's all I gotta say. It says then, now, forever, the WWE video leads us into the show. A video is shown from last Friday on SmackDown of undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns saying business picks up when he shows up. Brock Lesnar music hits and he makes his way to the ring. Brock Lesnar power is a bit delayed and he gets a kick out of that. Brock Lesnar tips his cowboy hat to the crowd and says, "Well, God bless Texas." As we seen, life is good for Roman Reigns. Since WrestleMania, Roman Reigns has been living high on the hog, flying on private jets and eating like a king. There's an old saying that comes from Texas: pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. Roman Reigns is a hog and he slaughters hogs on his farm every single day. At SummerSlam, the Trouble Hog is going to get a country kicking to the likes he's never seen. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Heyman, the special counsel to the tribal chief, walks out to the stage to loud boos. Paul Heyman says they are booing from the island of Relevancy are booing as well. Brock Lesnar says, speaking of hogs, Paul Heyman says that isn't Texas neighborly of Brock Lesnar. A loud "You suck" chant picks up. Paul Heyman says, despite their difference, Brock Lesnar does not suck. Paul Heyman starts to talk, but Brock Lesnar says, "Three little pigs win to town. Oink oink oink." Is Heyman going to say something? Paul Heyman says we went from the greatest WrestleMania of all time to the most barbaric SummerSlam of all time. Who would you bet on for the last man standing match at SummerSlam? Paul Heyman says he'll put his money on Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns' legacy has been defined by taking people out and either pinning or submitting them. Brock Lesnar's career has been defined by destruction. This match is designed for Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar doesn't care if he sends Roman Reigns to the hospital or the morgue. That's not a man. That's a beast. That's a hog slaughter. And any later and a destroyer that wants revenge on his tribal chief. We are approaching 700 days of Roman Reigns as champion. This is one streak Brock Lesnar will not conquer. Paul Heyman will have Roman Reigns ready for Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam to put him down, even if he has to train Roman Reigns to stick his hand up Brock Lesnar's and pulls his heart out of that hole. That is what his tribal chief is going to do. Going to do to something like Brock Lesnar. Mr. Money in the Bank Theory walks out to the stage. Theory says SummerSlam is going to be one of the greatest nights in history. He'll take back his United States Championship from Bobby Lashley, and then watch this match of mass destruction. After the match, he won't run down to the ring. He'll walk down with his contract, hand it to the referee, and either put his foot on Brock Lesnar's chest or Roman Reigns' chest. Then the announcer will proclaim him the new undisputed WWE champion of the world. Brock Lesnar invites Theory to come down and try him out now. Theory says it doesn't matter if Lesnar or Reigns wins. The way they talking about The outcome is life altering. Maybe Heyman should listen to Brock Lesnar because Theory has footage from Elimination Chamber that proves Lesnar doesn't care about anyone's life. Footage is shown of Brock Lesnar giving Theory an F5 off the top of a pod to the floor of the Elimination Chamber. Theory says that footage could be Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns could be just a heap of human flesh sitting there, motionless. That footage wasn't just for Heyman; it was for Brock Lesnar to show that Theory don't get it, or didn't forget. Brock Lesnar notes that Chad Gable and Otis of Alpha Academy have appeared at ringside. Lesnar says all the co- cockroaches are showing up. Lesnar looks excited. Otis gets in the ring and stares at Brock Lesnar. Gable chop blocks Brock Lesnar and Otis hits an avalanche. Brock Lesnar doesn't leave his feet. Brock Lesnar smiles and clotheslines Otis before sending Gable flying with an overhead belly to belly suplex. Brock Lesnar then clotheslines Otis out of the ring. Brock Lesnar goes outside to the ring and grabs the top half of the steel steps. Brock Lesnar crushed Gable and Otis with the two shots to the back to the head each. Lesnar grabbed a steel chair and smoked Gable's back twice before smashing it on Otis. Lesnar grabs Gable and hits an overhead belly to belly suplex on the floor that hits a cameraman. Lesnar then lifts Otis up and hits an F5 through the commentary table. Theory and Heyman watch from the safeties of the top of the ramp. Um, that promo right there was average. That was an average promo. Anyway, let's move on. United States Champion Bobby Lashley and Riddle will team up to face Seth freaking Rollins in Theory. Bianca Belair will also defend her Raw Women's Championship against Carmilla. Rey Mysterio makes his way to the ring alongside his son Dominic. He'll face Finn Balor next. SummerSlam is 19 days away. Commercial break. Replays are showing of Rey Mysterio lying, cheating, and stealing Eddie Guerrero to beat the Judgment Day last week. The Judgment Day would attack the Mysterios backstage shortly after. Judgment Day makes their way to the ring. Damian Priest demands the people show respect to the Judgment Day. What happened to the Mysterios last week was justice. In 2 weeks at Madison Square Garden, Mysterio will be celebrating his 20th anniversary with WWE. It's over. Dominic's father has something else to offer him. No wisdom or strength. And just an old ugly mask and circus tricks that aren't even his. They say they have something more to offer. A whole new set of rules. The future of this business will decide by the Judgment Day. Dominic is welcome to join it. David Priest offers Dominic to raise to the Judgment Day or fall next to his father. Finn Balor says Dominic needs to start seeing things their way. Rey Mysterio is a legend, but so is Edge. Finn Balor has a replay showing what happened to Eddie last month with the Judgment Day. With the Judgment Day taking him out. Um, Finn Balor says Edge is gone because he was a bad leader. Mysterio is also a bad leader and a bad father. Ray takes Finn Balor down. The Mysterios and then John kicks Damian Priest out of the ring. They go to attack Finn Balor, but Damian Priest pulls him out of the ring. So coming up next, Rey Mysterio will battle Finn Balor. So we go to commercial break. So we get Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor. This match was good, but terrible ending. That's all I gotta say. We joined this match in progress. Finn Balor chokes Rey Mysterio on the ropes before Damian Priest gets a cheap shot in. Mysterio soon knocks Finn Balor back and kicks away at him. Mysterio hits the ropes and hits a head scissors takeover that sends Finn Balor out of the ring. Mysterio then hits Finn Balor with a plancha. Balor quickly fights back and gets Mysterio in the ring for a 2 count. Finn Balor Finn Balor closes the back and applies a chin lock. Finn Balor hits a backbreaker for a 2 count. Finn Balor goes back to the chin lock, but Mysterio fights up. Balor cuts him off and starts the Three Amigos before uh, aban- abandoning it to boos from the crowd. Balor has Mysterio on the apron and goes to drive him into the ring post, but Mysterio blocks it. Mysterio goes to the top rope, but Finn Balor takes him out by clipping the knee. Finn Balor stretches the injured knee over the bottom rope. Finn Balor shoots at baseball slide. Mysterio then slides out of the ring to hit a sunset flip. Powerbomb into the barricade on Finn Balor. We go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Mysterio and Finn Balor battling on the top rope. Mysterio hits Finn Balor with a super hurricanrana for a near fall. Mysterio soon knocks Finn Balor into the ropes and hits a 619. Mysterio goes to the top rope, but I'm sorry, it says Mysterio. It says Mysterio soon knocks Finn Balor into the ropes and hits a 619. Mysterio goes to the top rope and goes for a fall splash, but Finn Balor avoids it by sitting up. Mysterio then catches Finn Balor with a perfect pin for a near fall. Mysterio goes to the apron and shoulders Balor. Balor counters a slingshot maneuver into a reverse DDT for a near fall. Finn Balor is upset. Finn Balor goes for a suplex, but Mysterio slips out. Mysterio injured knee gives out. Finn Balor hits a reverse DDT and goes to the top rope for a coup de grace. Finn Balor calls for the win. The winner of the match, Finn Balor. Good match, terrible ending. That's all I gotta say. Dominic checks on his father, Finn Balor, and Debbie Priest stands over him and talk about how he could win by joining them. Coming up next, Bianca Belair will defend the Raw Women's Championship against Carmilla in a rematch from Money in the Bank. Becky Lynch makes her way to the ring. Commercial break. Becky Lynch is standing on the commentary table. She says she was devastated when she didn't win Money in the Bank. After all she had to do to get into it. Becky Lynch lost her mind a bit, but then she thought about what happened. Liv Morgan cashed in was like winning the lottery. Becky Lynch doesn't need to win the lottery because she works her off every week for a paycheck. Then she won a no holds bar match, which should have made her the number one contender. Instead, it's Carmella. Becky Lynch is going to blue in the face, saying she will have automatically receive a rematch the Monday after WrestleMania. Instead, she has to jump through hoops to get back what is rightfully hers. Becky Lynch doesn't give a who wins tonight because she is demanding a championship match at SummerSlam. Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair makes her way to the ring. Replays are showing of Carmella viciously attacking Bianca Belair after the match at WrestleMania and at Money in the Bank. I'm sorry. All right, let's move on. It says Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair makes her way to the ring. Replays are showing of Carmella viciously attacking Bianca Belair, attacking Bianca Belair after the match at Money in the Bank. I got it. I had to correct myself. So we get the Raw Women's Championship match: Bianca Belair versus Carmella. This match I'm gonna say this match was awful. This was a god awful match. The bell rings and Bianca quickly attacks Carmella. Carmella soon pulls Bianca Belair down by her braid. Becky Lynch is seated at ringside smiling. Bianca Belair comes back with a shoulder tackle, knocking Carmella out of the ring. Bianca Belair follows her out and bounces her off the commentary table. Bianca Belair gets in Becky Lynch's face. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Bianca Belair fighting up from a chinlock. Bianca Belair Bianca Belair elbow out and counter a head scissors into a backbreaker. Carmella boots Bianca Belair back and apply a grapevine to the head while hanging over the top rope. Carmella comes off the top with a crossbody block of a 2 count. Carmella cradles her for another 2 count. Carmella drop kicks Bianca Belair face into the turnbuckle. Carmella chokes Bianca Belair in the corner with her boot for going back to the top rope. Carmella goes for another crossbody block, but Bianca Belair catches her and powers her to into a suplex. Bianca Belair bounces her off the turnbuckles and stomps her. Bianca Belair slingshots over her, does a handspring and goes for a slam. Carmella counters into a roll up, but Bianca Belair quickly comes back. Bianca Belair hits a chicken wing slam before going for a moonsault. But Carmella gets the knees up. Carmella super kicks her for a near fall. Bianca Belair hits an alley oop into the turnbuckle and follows up with the KOD kiss of death. Attempt by Carmella grabs the ropes to block it. Bianca Belair pulls her away and goes for the kiss of death, but Carmella counters into a sit out facebuster for a near fall. Carmella attacks Bianca Belair and elbows away at her. Bianca Belair soon blocks one and starts shouldering her in the corner. Bianca Belair holds her up for a powerbomb, but Carmella fights out. Bianca Belair clotheslines in her and hits some close to the back. Bianca Belair hits a nasty spine buster for a near fall. Bianca Belair charges in slow motion. Carmella pulls the top rope down to get her out of the ring. Bianca Belair sweeps the feet and goes to the top rope. Carmella quickly crawls out of the ring. Bianca Belair follows her outside and goes for a suplex on the floor. When Carmella gets out, Carmella rakes the eye, so Bianca Belair pushes her into the ring post. Bianca Belair gets her in a ring, but Becky Lynch distracts her. The referee then counts Bianca Belair out. It says the winner by countout and still your Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. I don't get it. Why is Carmella holding the Raw Women's Championship like she won something? That was just terrible. But anyway, Carmella holds up the Raw Women's Championship and celebrate and tells Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair punches her in the face and hits the kiss of death. Bianca Belair then holds up her title. Anyway, let's move on. Replay are showing of AJ Styles beating The Miz last week on Raw, only to be attacked by Ciampa. The Miz will follow up with a skull crusher for on Styles. The Miz makes its way to the ring. Commercial break. The mysterious vintage plays. So we get Miz TV, which is god awful, by the way. The Miz is in the ring with Ciampa for another edition of Ciampa. Miz says his guest has remorselessly attack multiple WWE superstars, including their opponent, in a 2-on-1 handicap match. AJ Styles Miz asks about Ciampa's motivation. Ciampa says he wants the eye of the world on him, and no one has more eyes on them than the Miz. Miz puts over his Miz Miz puts over his Miz and Mrs. TV show. Miz got a social media star to victory at WrestleMania. Ciampa says he wants WrestleMania at SummerSlam. He wants it all. Miz gave it all to Logan Logan Paul on a silver platter. Instead of thanking him, Logan Paul sent out a video on social media saying he wants nothing to do with the Miz. Paul Logan says he's coming for Miz at SummerSlam. The crowd boos. Miz knows that Logan Paul is doing stirring up controversy. Miz gives him one last opportunity to react his statement and takes his offer. They will become WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions, or he'll find someone else. Miz doesn't have to look very far and points at Ciampa. Tonight they'll show AJ Styles how great they work together. The eyes of the world will be on them. AJ Styles comes out and tells Miz to do everyone a favor by telling him to shut his mouth. AJ Styles says every time his back is turned, he's getting attacked by the Miz or Ciampa. The Miz has something to do with his dirty work. That's not brave or powerful. In the fact, it sounds like the actions of a man. Miz cuts him off. They still trying to get the tiny boss thing over. Tiny boss thing, tiny boss thing's over. Where is it? It says right here. Tiny boss thing over. The crowd isn't laughing or really chanting it. Styles says Miz is a coward with tiny boss. Who writes this stuff? Anyway, a light laugh is heard. Miz walks around waiting for a chance to pick up. Styles charge the ring and grabs a chair, scaring them out of the ring. All right, that mid segment with the mid TV was just terrible. Ezekiel comes out and says he realized something. He never introduced himself to AJ Styles. He's Elijah's younger brother. Elijah used to talk about how phenomenal Styles is, and inside and outside of the ring. Styles also talked about how Miz has tiny balls. Elias says this match is getting zeked up by making it a tag match. All right, so we go to commercial break. Tag team match: The Miz and Ciampa versus AJ Styles and Ezekiel. This was a solid match. This was solid. Solid tag team. We joined this match in progress. Ezekiel takes Ciampa down and apply a side headlock. Ciampa fight up and chops the chest. Ezekiel fights back, so the Miz tags in. Ezekiel sends Miz flying and tags in AJ Styles. AJ Styles sends Miz into the ropes, but he lowers his head and eats a kick. Styles quickly drop kicks him down before shouldering him a few times in the corner. Ezekiel tags back in and applies a solid headlock. Miz pulls the hair and backing him into the corner. Ciampa tags in and attacks Ezekiel. Ezekiel fights back with a flapjack and a modified follow-away slam. Ciampa quickly elbows him back and Miz gets a cheap shot. And Ciampa knocks Ezekiel out of the ring with a knee to the temple. Ciampa then sends Ezekiel into the barricade before posing with the Miz. Ciampa gets Ezekiel in the ring and punches him. Ciampa throws him out of the ring again and tags Miz in. Miz attacks Ezekiel. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Ezekiel take Ciampa down. Styles and Miz tag in. Styles runs wild on Miz and hits a pump handle gutbuster for a near fall. Miz soon fights back, but Styles takes him down and apply a calf crusher. Miz screams in pain and prepares to tap out until Ciampa breaks it up. Ciampa punches away at Styles until the referee calls for the bell. The winner of the match by disqualification, AJ Styles and Ezekiel. That was a solid tag team match. Solid. After the match, Ezekiel gets involved and Styles hits Ciampa with a phenomenal forearm plancha. All right, let's move on. So we get Bobby Lashley is warming up backstage when Riddle comes up to him. Riddle tells him to remember the Almo. Alexa Bliss makes her way to the ring. Commercial break. So tag team match. So we get Alexa Bliss and Asuka versus Nikki Ash and Doudrop. This tag team match was just terrible. Terrible tag team match. Asuka takes it to Nikki Ash early on. Alexa Bliss tags in, but she's quickly take down. The commentators talk about how Alexa Bliss hasn't been the same since the therapy. Asuka tags back in and hits Dojo with the mass missile drop kick. Nikki tags in and does Alexa Bliss. So it's and as does Alexa Bliss. Doudrop pulls Asuka out of the ring and goes for a senton splash on the floor, but Asuka moves. Alexa Bliss hits the DDT on Nikki for the win. The winner of the match, Alexa Bliss and Asuka. This was a terrible tag team match. Replays are showing of the Usos defeating the Street Profits at Money in the Bank, but Montez Ford's shoulder was off the mat. The undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos, make their way to the ring. Commercial break. At SummerSlam, the Usos will defend their undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match against the Street Profits with a special guest referee. Alright, okay, let's get to it. The Usos talked about how they're dominating both brands and can show up whenever they want. They still the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. Jay Uso says the Street Profits have been winning and been whining and crying. He been doing the same if he was pinned in the middle of the ring, off the ring by the Usos. It doesn't matter who's the guest referee. It's the Street Profits will still get it. The Street Profits are twos. The Street Profits interrupt. Montez Ford sings a song in San Antonio's name. Angelo Duggan says the Usos should have just told them they were scared that they hit the Street Profits with everything, but Montez Ford's shoulder was still up. They get in the ring and stare at them. Ford says they're taking back the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. The Street Profits are show up and they want the smoke. Our True Music hits and he comes out to the ring. Our Troop is going to tell San Antonio what's up. They're in the city of brotherly love. That's Philadelphia. Archer says he's a divorce attorney, a certified marriage counselor, and is even certified to fly at the Top Gun airplane. His best certification is being a bona fide certified tag team counselor. Can we all just get along and let him console? The Jay Uso warns Archer to get out of the ring. Jimmy Uso says unless he's a referee shirt, he needs to leave the ring. R-Truth admits he is a certified referee. R-Truth takes his shirt off to reveal a referee t-shirt. R-Truth wants to audition for SummerSlam. R-Truth continues. We rehearse counting to three. R-Truth then starts pretending to count someone out, so Jimmy tells him to take the shirt off and stop being a clown. You know what? R-Truth isn't happy and asks San Antonio if they want to see his clown. You know what? Fight. R-Truth has trouble taking the referee shirt off, so Ford helps him. R-Truth says he'll fight both of the Usos with his partner. And that was the only good thing of the entire problem and throughout the entire segment was R-Truth. What's the only good part throughout the entire segment? That's all I gotta say. Omos and MVP make their way to the ring. MVP says he was standing with the Nigerian giant, watching R-Truth make a make a fool of himself. MVP thinks almost being the referee would be a huge spectacular. R-Truth says almost cannot count to 10. MVP says almost wants to be part of this match tonight. MVP says he's offering almost to the bloodline. That even up the odds. The Usos are pleased with this arrangement. The Street Profits and R-Truth are down for a fight. R-Truth says, "Remember the Alamo? They attack, but almost it's the Usos quickly take them out. Almost and the Street Profits stand tall over R-Truth." Okay, commercial break. So we get a six man tag team match. Undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos versus MVP. It says 6-man tag team match. The undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, and Omos, accompanied by MVP versus Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford, and R-Truth. This is terrible, terrible. Omos dominates almost immediately. The face make a mini comeback with the Street Profits hitting Planches, but Omos annihilates R-Truth at ringside. Commercial break. Omos continues to dominate R-Truth as we come back from the break. Ford tags in and takes it to Jimmy Uso. The Street Profits hit an electric chair / diamond uppercut combo, but Jay breaks it up. R-Truth starts doing some of John Cena's moves, but almost pulls him out of the ring. Omos tags in and slams Dawkins for the win. The winner of the match, the Usos and Omos. Terrible tag team match. Replay on showing of Brock Lesnar crushing Alpha Academy early in the show. Kevin Patrick is backstage with Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins says he feels great because it's Monday night. It's his time. Theory walks up and wants to talk strategy. Commercial break. Logan Paul responds on social media to the Miz comments early. Logan Paul says he wants nothing to do with him. He's coming to Monday Night Raw next week to tell him to his face. Bobby Lashley and Riddle make their entrance. Commercial break. So we get the tag team match, the United States Championship. Bobby Lashley and Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins and Theory. Okay. This main event, I'm saying this main event was alright for what it was. It was okay. Theory starts the match against Riddle. Theory takes it to him and punches him down. Rollins tags in and punches away at Riddle. Rollins drops a knee and tags Theory back in. Theory punches Riddle in the midsection a few times and taunts Lashley. Riddle gets Theory in the corner and viciously kicks away at him. Riddle connects a gut wrench suplex forearms in him in the corner. Bobby Lashley tags in and viciously shoulders Theory in the corner. Theory boosts Lashley back and hits the ropes. Rollins block tags in. Lashley hits Theory with a flatline and gives Rollins a DDT. Lashley covers Rollins for a 2 count. Riddle tags in and Lashley flips him into Rollins for a 1 count. Lashley tags in and shoulders away at Rollins in the corner before signing for a suplex. Lashley goes for a delayed vertical suplex, but Rollins gets out. Rollins pulls the top rope down to get Lashley out of the ring. Seth Rollins goes for a suicide dive, but Lashley catches him and puts him on his shoulders. Riddle kicks Theory in the face as Lashley drills Rollins face head first into the ring post. Dolph Ziggler music hits and he makes his way to ringside, dressed in a suit. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Riddle fighting his way out of the enemy corner. Riddle goes to the top rope and knocks Theory away. Rollins hits a inverted suplex for a near fall. Rollins stumps the hand and boots Riddle in the head. Dolph Ziggler is seated at ringside watching this match. Seth Rollins has Riddle in a sleeper and transitions to a front face lock. Riddle fights up, but Seth Rollins hits a front suplex and goes back to the front face lock. Riddle fights out and hits a snap kick on Rollins. Theory tags in and goes for a Rolling Thunder drop kick, but Riddle counters into a bro mission. Theory struggles but eventually fights out. Lashley tags in and runs while all over Wallace, slamming him all around the ring. Theory is knocked away. Lashley hits Seth Rollins with a neck breaker and lifts him, but Seth Rollins gets out with an insecurity. Seth Rollins tries to slingshot over Lashley, but Lashley catches him and hits a running power slam. Lashley covers, but Theory breaks up the pin. Lashley grabs Theory's ankle and hits a one-arm spinebuster. Seth Rollins attacks Lashley and elbows him in the back of the head. Seth Rollins goes to the top rope and connects with a frog splash, but Lashley kicks out at 2. Theory and Riddle tag in. Theory and Riddle tag in. Riddle hits a pair of clotheslines and a snap power slam. Riddle connects with a hangman's DDT before dropping down. Riddle eats up for an RKO, but Rollins pulls Theory out of the ring. Lashley then wipes Rollins out with a spear through the barricade. Riddle pulls Theory up to the apron, but Theory snaps him off the top rope. Theory goes for an A-Town. Riddle gets out, but Theory calls him up with his feet on the ropes. Ziggler knocks Theory's feet off the ropes. Theory is shocked. Riddle hits an RKO for the win. The winner of the match, Bobby Lashley and Riddle. This was okay main event match. This was okay for what it was. Bobby Lashley and Riddle celebrate while going up the ramp. Ziggler gets in the ring and super kicks Theory down. Ziggler stands over Mr. Money in the Bank as the show ends. Alright, so Monday Night Raw goes up there. So this means Dolph Ziggler is a babyface now. So Ziggler and Theory are going to feud against each other. I am not interested in that. I am not interested of Ziggler and Theory feud. That's all I gotta say. But Monday Night Raw was a boring show, and I give that show itself a 3. That's all I gotta say from there. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review on highs, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. Comment down below on what are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw, because Monday Night Raw was a boring show, and I give that show itself a 3. But anyway, follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow live on Twitch for some WWE 2K22. Cause I'm about to stream over there on Twitch. So make sure you guys come and show your love and support, and drop some gifted subs to the community on Twitch. That's all I gotta say from there. But anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm finna edit this video and then I'm gonna premiere this video at least like at what time is it? It is 11:21, and I'm gonna premiere this video at least at 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock I'm going to premiere this video. That's all I got to say from here. But anyway, this your boy bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe, but always stay positive and stay blessed. KFG crew, KFG Kings, Too Sweet. We out of here. Gang. And I'll see you guys live tomorrow on Twitch for some WWE 2K22. And I'm out of here. Peace out. Too Sweet, everybody. Gang.